Hi, friends. How's it going? Welcome, y'all, to Planning Together, where every week I invite a friend on to share with us how they are organizing their life and their heart. So if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And y'all, I'm so excited because even before we got onto this live, I just had such a great conversation with LaShaina, and I'm just really excited. If you do not know her, you are about to know her. She is a wife to the love of her life, and she's the mom to two incredible boys. Y'all, LaShaina has a bachelor's degree in sociology with an emphasis in Black studies, and along with her husband, she serves, teach, and works in ministry. And last year, y'all, she opened her Instagram account to showcase her love of lettering, drawing, planning, bullet journaling, and she just has such a big heart, and she literally lets her light shine through her account. And if you don't know her, go ahead and welcome her to Planning Together, y'all. She is just a girl who is living and juggling her best life one day at a time. Y'all, help me welcome LaShaina Hawkins to Planning Together.
Hey guys. Hey, Darian.
Hey. Thank you for joining me tonight.
Oh, thanks for having me. So excited to be with you.
How are you doing today?
Doing well overall. Just as awesome to be here and be with you.
Oh, that means so much. Okay, I don't know if anyone's ever told you this, but I think your smile is just, I love your smile. It's just like so bright. And it is like, I'm just like, so let you know, I'm a huge fan. I'm like fangirl.
Oh, you're so sweet. I'm a fan of yours, Darian. You're so sweet. You're so sweet.
Oh, you're so kind. You're so kind. Okay, so I have so much that I want to talk to you about, but I like to ask everyone this question when they get on, but everyone's saying, hey, welcome, welcome. What's up, everybody? Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing tonight? Julie said she's doing better than she was last night. Listen, Julie.
Oh, I know.
I just needed tonight. I needed this conversation with my sis, and so I'm just really excited about it.
Oh, it's so great to see you guys. I am late to the party. I'm sorry. I just clicked over to the comments. Hey, guys. I was like, what are you guys talking about? Hey,
everybody. Okay. So the first question I always like to ask people is, what was your first planner?
Oh, okay. So I'm going to take it way back. My first planner was, those planners they used to give out in middle school, those little cheap cardstock planners. Oh, I was in 6th grade, and I swear my mouth was salivating. They passed those out in my homeroom class. I dusted out my little highlighters. I was like, yes. Where do I sign up? Gimme. Yeah, I was so excited.
I don't know why. I would geek out about my school planner, even though, it wasn't really cute, but I would make it cute. And you would have the school code and the rules and all the numbers and the teachers. It was my favorite thing.
Oh, the best. I'm like, where has this been my whole life? I was so excited. So yeah, that was the highlight of my school year, was getting those little plans. That was it for me. And I think one year, for some reason, I don't know if there was budget cuts or what, but they didn't give them out. And I was so mad. I was so disappointed. I know. It was one school year, one of the school years, they decided not to give them out. And I was so upset with them. How could you do this? But yeah, that was my first planner, and I was ruined after that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I love that. I feel like that should be in everyone's school budget, no matter what. Make sure you make the budget for the planners.
Yes. If they were so cheap, they could afford those. Come on.
Okay. So have you always been a planner?
Yeah. Before the debacle with the planner in middle school, even in elementary school, my mom, for school supply shopping, was sort of a thing. It was Lisa Frank before that. So yeah, I like that. Okay, I'm making sure I'm not dating myself, because Lisa Frank was that was Lisa Frank, and so it was the little notebooks and the folders and all of that stuff. So yeah, I've always been into planning I've always been a planner girl one way or another. So the folders and the little papers and the notebooks and stickers and stuff like that. So yeah, always. I found a way to discover that pretty early on my obsession. Anybody else? Am I the only one that did that? I just couldn't. Just from day one, I feel like that was.
I love what Jeanette said. She says like it was the free hit before the addiction, like the school planners.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Jeanette. Yes.
That's the perfect way to describe it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, indeed.
Oh yeah. Okay. So, what planners are you currently using?
Okay.
And how many do you use?
Okay. So, for sure, I am in my EC. I use that hourly.
Okay.
I'm so busted right now. I'm about to get exposed. So I use still my EC. I have an EC hourly. I use my Moxie Life Planner for sure. What else am I using? I use my daily. I haven't been using it as much. My Petite Daily. I still use that. I use a notebook, like just a plain notebook to Post-its. I was showing Darian.
The Post-it planner. That's what like.
What else? Yeah, I'm all over the place right now, you guys. It just COVID did me dirty. So I'm kind of in like lots of different things. Like just whatever's just kind of there. That's where I'm in. But yeah, I Moxie Life EC and still in my Petite Daily, just but not as consistently. But those are kind of what I'm in right now. So
okay.
And I've picked up a little bit. I was kind of dibble dabbling a little. Oh, my bullet journal too.
Yes, because I was going to ask you, like you bullet journaling.
Yeah, and that's why I haven't been using my the Petite Daily as much, is because I started using my bullet journaling some too. I just haven't been posting that one as much on Instagram. But yeah, so I got a problem.
Well, you are in good company. Julie said, welcome to 2020.
Yeah, 2020 did us wrong, y'all.
All the planners in 2020.
All the planners in 2020. Yeah, that's the truth.
I love it. And you're not alone with the Lisa Frank. Look, we got Lisa Frank Trapper Keepers. I still love my Lisa Frank.
Yes. Trapper Keeper. Yes. Wasn't that sound just so satisfying? Just, you know? You guys, I'm always behind the camera because I'm a dork and I'm just exposing myself so bad right now. But that sound, that when you would like the Trapper Keeper. Yeah, that was so satisfying.
I feel like we need to do that sound again. It was just so perfect.
Because it's just the satisfaction of just opening that bad boy up. It was just so good.
I love that. Seba said Lisa Frank was the first hit of sticker addiction.
That's right.
You remember like the little felt? Like it would have like some of them would have that little felt, the black felt to it.
Yes. Are they still around, you guys? Are they even? I don't know. I saw something at Michael's a couple months ago, but it was just like a small little something. Oh yeah, the denim 3-ring binders.
Ooh, okay, anyone remember the denim 3-ring binders? And by the end of the year, all your friends would sign it or draw on it.
I do, Julie. I do remember that.
I don't remember that. I'm like, well, what is this? I need to know what this is.
That's an OG thing. Yeah, I do. I do remember those. I do.
Oh, they sound so cool. They sound better than the I remember having a Trapper Keeper, but it was just like it wasn't like cute.
Oh, I love my Trapper Keeper. Anyway, sorry. I'm trying to take it over our whole planning together. Anyway.
I feel like planner people are literally the people who were excited to go like school supply shopping and like were the ones who would geek out about planner supplies and all the things.
Yeah, I didn't want clothes. I wanted school supplies. Yeah.
I know. Mom, you remember when you would take me school supply shopping and I would like love it. Oh, thing. Well, y'all in good company because y'all know about these denim binders.
Yeah, those are bomb.
Okay. So I So like on Instagram, you go by planning with intention. So can you tell me a little bit more about, for you personally, what it looks like for you to plan with intention?
Yeah. Well, my life is full. It's full. I work full time. My husband and I serve in ministry, and we love it. It's my dream job. And we have two little guys that are high energy.
Which are so cute, by the way.
Thank you. They are the love of my life. My husband and I, they are yeah, they're miracles. It was we had a hard time. We had issues with fertility, and so it took us several years to have them. And so anyway, once we had them, though, wow. And so it was just it's very full. And so early on, we kind of figured out like, wow, I have to be very intentional about everything I do. And I feel like that's just important in life, to just have intention, and whatever I do, I want to do it with love. And so, yeah, so whatever I plan and just whatever I do, I want to have intention behind it. And so, yeah, that was kind of the thought behind planning with intention. And so, yeah, so as I, at anything I do, I'm like, okay, what's my intention behind it? What's my purpose behind it? Whether it is with ministry, whether it's behind, as a mom, whether it's behind scheduling my home, conversations I'm going to have, what I put out in the world, you know what I mean? What's the intention behind it? And so that is sort of the motivation and thinking behind my planning IG. And so, yeah, that's kind of where it came from. And so, yeah, even my writing and artwork and all of that stuff, that's just kind of the funnel, I guess, that goes behind that. So, yeah. So what does it look like? I literally, when I sit down each week, I think through, okay, what's my intention for the week? What do I want to accomplish? And what's the heart behind it? What's the motivation behind it? And that's what I think through. So I take my little Post-it note and I kind of write down what do I want to do? What do I want this week to look like? What do I want to put out to the world this week? Who do I want to be this week? Who do I want to touch this week? One of my, one of the things I love about even with Moxie Life and with the goal setting, and it's been so great for me, is thinking through my goals. And one of the things I like to do is encouragement dinners. I call them encouragement dinners.
Tell me more.
Yeah. So I like to, my husband and I, we like to encourage someone each week with a dinner, a friend or someone in our ministry, some family each week. And so we think through an encouragement dinner. And so usually that entails, we're going to take over a dinner to a friend. Usually that's a dinner and a card. And so we intentionally think through, who do we want to encourage with a dinner and a card this week? And so that's one of our goals. And that's like a relationship type of thing that we do. And so that's part of me being intentional for the week. And so, yeah, that's what we do. And so that's part of me being intentional and planning with intention for my week. So that's an area. That's a small thing that we do each week. That's an example.
I love that. I got really excited. I was like, encouragement dinner. Tell me more. Yeah. I'm such a geek. I'm so sorry. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen my whole face just go.
But that's a small way that I, that's a small thing that, like, when I think of like what does planning with intention look like, that's a small thing that I try to do, to be intentional. Mm-hmm. So with my kids, like, what does planning with intention look like for my kids? I want to sit down for an hour each day. How can I pour and love my boys? I'm going to sit down at least for an hour each day, and I'm focusing on them for an hour and doing something that they want to do. So, and that's it. That may seem like not a lot of time, but it's so easy to do other stuff and multitask. And I just need to sit down for an hour and just do something with them. So I'm sitting down, I'm playing. They call them their guys. It's their superheroes. And I just sit with them for an hour and I play with their guys. And I'm not looking at my phone. And I mean, sometimes I do not want to do that, but it's what they want to do. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm intentionally sitting down with them and I'm playing with them and I'm not doing something else. And so that's just little things like that, but it's just being very, very intentional.
Oh, that's so good. There's so many nuggets and so many things that you said where I'm just like they're like the small things, and I'm just like, oh, okay. My brain's going. Jeanette had said, whatever I do, I want to do it with love. Like, that's the big thing that I got. Like when you first opened that, and I was like, yeah, like how many times do we just do something just because we're just going through the motions, but to actually think about it and wanting to do that with love, whether that's out of love for someone else or even just loving ourselves.
Right.
Oh my goodness. And I love that idea of the encouragement dinner, because I honestly feel like I struggle like when it comes to like the family and friends goals, because it's just like, how can I like grow like, but like for me it tends to be like this maintenance goal of just like, okay, making sure I'm calling my parents each week and talking to them, and making sure I'm spending time with my husband, making sure I'm spending time with my brother, like just like there's maintenance things, but like thinking outside the box of just, okay, now I love my friends a little bit better. And I love that idea of the encouragement in the cart. That's something small, but like still impactful. I love that.
When you think about that's like 52 dinners a year, you know, like that's a lot of encouragement, you know, if you could, you know, so it's just, it's small little things, but long term, it adds up to a lot of love to spread around to people. So
now I'm curious, what has been maybe the most intentional thing that you have experienced on the receiving end?
Like from someone else? Something intentional that someone's given to me. You know what? There's a really special friend of mine. Her name is Cheryl, and she's probably been one of the most influential people in my life for many years. She would spend every week almost, I would say, she's invested a lot of time in me. And it would be like an hour a week. She would just grab time, tea, just sit down sometimes on the porch, and we just connect and talk. And sometimes it's just sitting down and we talk about life. Sometimes it's just sitting down, reading scripture together. Sometimes, I mean, just whatever. But I don't know. I feel like just that one-on-one connection and investment. She remembers birthdays. She just remembers things. Just that thoughtfulness, text, calls. But I know it's just done with intention. I just appreciate that, and it's been just those little connecting points over the course of many years that it's left an impact on my life, and I want to be that for other people. So I think because she's done that for me, it's encouraged me and helped me to do that for other people. And so I don't know. That's when you said that, it made me think of her, because she's been that for me, and I want to be that for others. And so yeah, she's been kind of a friend and mentor to me, really since I was 17 years old. And so that's a lot of years. But it's little things like that, like little connecting points that's paid off. And I feel like I've been able to pay that forward for other people. And so, yeah, little stuff. I mean, cards, connections, dropping by, you know, and I just appreciate that. So much of what I do now is because of what she's shown and done for me. So, yeah.
Oh, I love that so much.
Yeah.
Okay. So I also know that you recently just had a collaboration. And so for anyone who does not know, can you tell us a little bit about the Erin Condren Black Artist collaboration?
Sure. Yeah. You know, I was approached by EC, it's been a few months ago now, and basically they asked me to design to create a design that would represent something that basically that would resonate with me, with what was going on in our world right now, in particular in our country, and that would support an organization that in support of just I'm sorry, I'm kind of losing my words right now, but basically to support what was happening for social justice. And so I was thrilled. I was so excited about it. And what I came up with, the thing that kept coming to my mind was I wanted it to be a message of hope. Because obviously with everything that's happened, well, it's been going on in our country for a long time, obviously. And in particular for the Black community, recently with George Floyd and his murder, I was at a loss for words. And, I think for our country, I think our country was in shock. I think for the Black community, it was more the straw that broke the camel's back. For our country, maybe it was like an alarm. I think for the Black community, it was a straw that broke the camel's back. And so I was at a loss. I was at a loss for words, but I kept thinking, wow, what do we need? I feel like we needed hope. And so I kept thinking of, wow, our community is resilient. And I thought of Maya Angelou and her incredible poem, Still I Rise. And so I love her. I love that poem. I love Maya Angelou. She just is an amazing woman and writer and poet, but also activist too. Just who she represents for the Black community, just powerful. And that poem is just so powerful. She does not sugarcoat history. She really is just so poignant. And so anyway, I just kept thinking of that poem. I kept thinking of that poem. And then I just kept thinking of sunrises and that even in the darkest of moments, we still will rise. The sun rises each day. Even in the darkest of night, the sun will still rise. And so that's how I came up with my design, was the sunrise.
Which I want to show, by the way, in case you're seen it, and if you're not, but this is what it looks like.
Aww.
It's so pretty, and I need you to sign it.
Oh, you're so sweet, Darian. I will. It's still surreal to me, but so that's the inspiration behind the design, and so I designed that, and I felt very honored to be a part of the collaboration. I know that there's been a lot of feelings, a lot of strong feelings regarding the namesake of the company, and I'm not ignorant of that. I'm very much aware of it, and I did not take lightly. I thought about that, but I have always been very much. And I'm being cautious about what I say here. I feel very strongly that I want to be part of change. I want to be part of change. I want to be part of positive change. And if I can be part of that, I think that's so important. And when you have a company that wants to be part of the right side of history, I want to support that. And when you're part of a company that wants to give back to a organization that's part of the right change, and the Color of Change is an excellent organization that's doing important work for the Black community, and you go on their website and you look at what they're doing, I'm like, okay, I can get behind that. And so, I'm big on that. And so, I'm really proud of the work that Color of Change is doing. I'm really proud of the work that EC, the company, is doing. And I'm really proud of the work that the other Black artists have done and that they're continuing to do. So my background is in Black studies, sociology and Black studies, and it's what I'm passionate about, very knowledgeable about. I've done a lot of activism as well in my background. And so, I love being a part of this collaboration. I feel very proud of it, and I feel very honored to be a part of it. So,
well, I thank you for being a part of that change, and I think sometimes making the decision to be a part of a change isn't always easy, and I just thank you for that. And I thank you for your gifts and your talents and sharing them with us. And I'm like I'm fangirling, but I'm grateful for you. And so you said something, it's interesting because you're saying activism has always been a part of you. Like this has been something that you've been studying. And then you have this love of planning and lettering, and it's all meeting here in this center spot, I guess, in a way. So my question is has there been a time where these things have like came together before, or is this like the first time where these things are intersecting?
Yeah, Darian, it's ironic because I didn't think it would. I didn't think it would, honestly. Never in a million years. Like when the first time it's ever come together like this was when I did, when I wrote Black Lives Matter in my notebook and I posted it on my Instagram. That's the first time it came together.
Yes. Do you have that near you?
I don't actually. It is in my room because it was just in my notebook, like my little journal. I and that's where it still is. I had never intended it to go anywhere else. It's in a journal. I literally I was after George Floyd's passing or murder, and I hadn't had any time to process it. And my husband had been out of town, and I was just with my boys, and I'd gone upstairs to pray, and I couldn't. I was praying, and I just couldn't put into words what I was feeling. And so, really, what that is a prayer list. It's a prayer list.
Mm-hmm.
And I wrote each name down. Actually, before I wrote each name down, I wrote Black Lives Matter. That's all I could write. And then I just wrote down each name and I prayed for their families. Mm-hmm. And so what you're seeing is a prayer list. I prayed for their loved ones. And I posted it not expecting any response or any type of reaction at all. It was more of a just, I don't even know if I wrote a caption. I don't even remember what I said. It was just more of a, like, it was raw. It wasn't meant to be anything. And so I was not expecting anything. And so when I got the response that I did, I was really shocked by it. And so even now, when people asked for to sell it, I didn't feel right selling it for profit, because that was never what it was meant to be. It was meant to more for people to see their names, to shed light on their names, and that was it. And so yeah, I made it available for people to have, but even now, and then even opening an Etsy shop, it was not. I have an Etsy shop, but not because I have no business. Not to make money. I threw that up there together just to have. I'd slap that thing up there, and so I have an Etsy shop, but not because I have any business having an Etsy shop. It's literally to make that available to people, and so all proceeds, any money that's made, I literally send that to the NAACP legal. What is it? The legal defense. I forgot even, but it goes to the NAACP. Legal defense fund. I can't even remember what it's called, but I give it. I don't. Every month I send it to the NAACP.
Oh my goodness, I love that so much, and I agree. Like I'm about to hit these comments in a second, but this is what it looked like. It was just so, like, again, like, it's just small things like that where, like you said, like, not small things, but like something that was just so raw and personable, and you're just like, this is just how I'm dealing with this. Mm-hmm. And like you said, it was a prayer list. And I love hearing kind of like the story behind just your heart, like in your artistry. And so, oh my goodness. Yes. Jeanette said the caption was heartbroken. I'm just going to leave this here.
Yeah.
Yep. And then Taylor said, hearing your story behind it makes it even more meaningful. Yes. So beautiful. You guys, I agree. I completely agree. And Hannah said all the covers from the collection were actually gorgeous. They are. I have them all.
Yeah.
I'm going to share them real quickly.
I bought them all too. They're just incredible.
They're so pretty. And I love this one. Make someone feel loved.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have two more that I end up giving to a friend, but I brought some for her just because I love that all the proceeds went back to the artist and back to the charity.
They're beautiful. Every last one of them. Oh, they're just incredible. I have them all. I selfishly bought one for myself, and then I gifted them all too for everyone. I mean, like I bought two of every last one for me and then one to give away.
I love that. I love that. So I'm like, what's next? Or is there more artwork that you're thinking through? Is there more things that you want to do? I'm just like curious now.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, it takes me forever. I am slow moving. It takes me forever. So I've been kind of just more brainstorming more ideas of things, but I do not want to be a one-hit wonder. So I hope I can think of some more things, but it takes me forever to come up with stuff. So yeah, I doodle. I call my stuff. I doodle all the time. So doodles and literally scraps of paper. Like I've got a spreadsheet of something else I was working on, and then like literally I like make sure I'm not sharing someone else's confidential stuff. Make sure, but like I like literally make sure. Hold on, make sure I'm not doing anything. But like I've got doodles. Sure, I'm like trying to hide someone's personal information, but then I doodle stuff. Like, so I've got scraps of stuff all over the place and just doodle things. But yeah, so.
Well, I definitely don't think you're going to be like a one-hit wonder. I don't see that happening at all. But I do see that it seems like you create from an organic place. It's not like I'm forcing myself to create. It's like this was what was on my heart, and so I moved because this was on my heart. You know, which I think I always wrestle with that. Like, okay, I got to do this, but it's like no, like. And like kind of going back to what you said, like, am I like doing this out of love or am I doing this out of like force? You know?
Right. Yeah, that's and probably why I wouldn't be able. Look, I can't quit my day job. Let's just say that I better not ever quit my day job because I don't know if I could ever just on the spot. You got to create something, maybe with practice, but. Yeah, I definitely have to feel and be very passionate about what I'm doing, and so I should not quit my day job. It would not be in my best interest to do that. I need to love what I do.
I totally get that. Now I know because now I'm like when I go to your Instagram, like your pages are like so beautiful. Like my question is, do you plan as you go, or do you like use a Post-it and then go back and back plan? I'm just curious.
Both. I do both. I have to. I do plan. Well, I have to plan ahead. Some because I do. I have Post-its. I should have brought my. See, you don't do a planning together and you don't bring your planner in. That is just disrespectful. I'm sorry. I didn't bring my planner in here with me. Disrespectful. I am so sorry. Because I should have brought it with me to show you. I do both. I always have one of these with me in here. So I do. I always I do have Post-its, so I have to do some of that planning ahead. COVID does not allow me to plan ahead as much as I'm accustomed to. So I do some planning ahead, but I also plan as I go because that's just that's the nature of what of what we do. So I was sharing earlier, and then even with my designs, like I could never do a true plan with me. I could never do that. So I watched like Darian, your plan with me's are beautiful. And so many others, Julie. I sit and watch them every week. I watch your beautiful plan with me. I can't do it. I can't do it. I would never be able to do it right. So will do a couple washings and then I just can't do it. So yeah, and even with what I do for a living too, because of just with my job. Some of it is there's a level of confidentiality, but yeah, I do. I use Post-its. Sometimes I have to go in and write with pencil. I'm going back and having to erase stuff because people cancel, it's just the nature of what I do. But so yeah, it's a combination of both planning ahead, plan as I go. A lot of have to be flexible.
Okay.
Ability.
And I know I had to ask you about the planners you're using them, but now I'm curious, like, how do you use each one of your planners? And how does your bullet journal fit into that?
So my bullet journaling is a lot of list taking, and a lot of daily stuff in my bullet journaling. And some of that's just a mess, honestly. And that's meant to do that bullet journaling. That's the beauty of that. It's like Monday, and I just kind of lots of that. And it's my brain dump, really. My bullet journal is, and I love it for that. I love the flexibility of the bullet journal that I can do that. My EC hourly is really just my hourly. I kind of go through, and you see a lot of that even in my on my Instagram. It's it's hourly. And sometimes I'll do some of my to-dos in that one, but it's usually just kind of my hourly planning. Mm-hmm. My Moxie is great because I have that broken down. I do a lot of my content. I do some of my content planning in my Moxie. Yeah, I do a lot of my goal related planning in that too, which is just great. Although for the new year, I might mix that up. I'm excited. I'm kind of brainstorming some ideas of what I'm going to do with that one. But I know I'm really getting it. I'm getting excited about that. So yeah, a lot of content planning and goals related. Oh, you know what I just left out? I forgot to mention, I just got a teacher planner because I'm homeschooling my boys.
Wait, what?
I am. So I haven't posted anything yet because I'm still figuring it out. But I had to keep my boys back. My oldest son was supposed to start TK, which is transitional kindergarten. Mm-hmm. Such a bummer. But I kept them both back. My youngest was going to start preschool, and my youngest was going to do transitional kindergarten. But I'm homeschooling, so that's another. My life is very full, and so
I like it when you were saying your life is full.
Yeah, so I'm homeschooling them, and so I just got a teacher planner, which is so much fun. But so I that's another new planner. So yeah, that's another planner that I just got, but I'm still figuring that out, and I don't even know why I did that. But that's another planner, which is fun but crazy.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
But yeah, so yeah, that's another one. But what was I talking about? Moxie life. So yeah, content, goals, and that's mostly it. And I was using it for some teaching, like homeschool, like little things, but I'm actually using curriculum. So that's I'm not using that one as much for that. So yeah.
Okay.
That was so confusing, huh? That was so confusing. Brain dump and listing and daily for my bullet journaling. Moxie has my content and content planning and goals. And my hourly EC is mostly for my appointments.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't a lot of. I feel like you're in good company.
Okay, that sounded so confusing. It makes sense in my own mind, but
you're in good company.
Too many planners. I need to streamline, simplify. Too many planners.
I feel like that's where I'm in that process of
too much
my planners, because I literally I was buying another planner to help with memory planning because that was a whole situation last week. I was just overthinking it.
Oh, your planner is thick, girl.
Okay, so let me tell you what I did. Okay, it's over there. But what I did is I split the planner. This is what I did because I had both a horizontal and a vertical. Yeah. And I split it, and now I have two. So I put January through June in one book, and then this is July through December, and I just put both layouts together. So now I have a horizontal and a vertical for each week. So 1 week's for the to-dos and stuff, and the other week I can put in the plan.
Okay.
All in one thing, and it just makes my heart so happy.
I was cracking up when I saw it.
It literally was like, it was bad. It was really bad. And I was like, this is getting really heavy to carry. We got to do something. And I was like, I'll just buy another planner. And it was like, no. And I went to buy it, and I was like, nope, I'm not going to use it. And I was like, someone was like, just split your planner in half. If you have 2 coils, and I was like, because I think I was against it because I was like, but then the whole year's not going to be together, but then I can have everything I want in it.
Right. It does make sense to just go ahead and split them, But I was worried for your back, Darian. I'm not gonna lie.
My backpack was heavy.
I was really worried for just your spine and the scoliosis of it all. I was really.
And I'm not a tall person, y'all. Yes. Oh, okay. Julia's like, Darian, are you still using your disc?
Yeah, your disc. Yeah.
I'm still using my disc. I literally use it though just for like my like auditions, my self-tapes, my class. I print off my sides, which are like scripts, and I put them in here. I have notes, but like I keep like my sides and scripts in here, and this has actually been really helpful with that. So I still use my discs. I still love them. They're so
beautiful.
Yes, and then I use. So I can only handle 2. Y'all know I always say that because I can't. Yes, y'all.
It's a lot. It's it's just a lot. It's too much.
Do you have, am I the only person? I know I'm not the only person, but sometimes I just go to Target and I like go through because I don't know, like I still love a good Target planner, just like the really nice like Target ones. And I was just like, I think I just brought one like a couple months ago. I was like, Darian, you're not gonna use this, but the planner girl in me was just like, I just gotta buy it. Like, this is
it's just you gotta stay away from those aisles. It's just that inner middle school in you that just can't get away from those those little cheap planners.
Yes, we are such in good company. Yes, y'all. Yes. Everyone's saying yes. I'm so glad we're not the only one. So speaking of the inner, y'all, before I keep talking, if you guys have any questions, get your questions ready. Get them ready. This is get questions locked and loaded and sent them in. Speaking of the inner, child school planner supply person, do you have, if you can only give me 3 of your must-have planner supplies?
Ooh.
I'm going to say not including your planner itself. What would they be?
Oh my goodness, that's so hard.
Everyone hates this question.
Oh, okay. Well, for sure, Post-its.
Okay.
Only 3?
Only 3.
Oh, man. Well, of course, a pen.
Oh, yeah, you do need a pen. Okay, I'll make it 5. How about 5?
Okay.
Post-its, pen.
Okay, so Post-its and a pen. A highlight or a mile liner.
Oh, mile liners are
You have to have a mile liner, always. Washi.
Yes.
Why is this taking me so long? Okay, wait. Post-its, pin, mile liner, and then stickers. I'm good.
I feel like when you have those 5 things, you're set.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Do you have any favorite stickers you like using?
No, I like them all. I like all the stickers. I like all of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for anyone who's new to planning and thinking about, because now oh my gosh, we're like about to be in October tomorrow, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
We got 3 months left in this year. And so people are starting to think through their 2021 planners.
Yeah.
My question is, do you know what your 2021 planner lineup is going to look like?
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm lying. I said, yeah, I don't. Why am I sitting here lying? Tell the truth. Shame the devil. I do not know. Okay. Well, okay. I do know. I'm for sure I am starting 2021 with my Moxie Life planner. For sure. I'm going to bring in, because I already have my EC life planner. So I'm bringing her with me. However,
wait, you call your planners a her. Do you guys refer to your planners as her or hims? Like, I'm curious. Let me know, y'all.
What do you guys? I call them hers, but is it a her or a him, guys? I say her.
I'm so curious.
I am so exposing myself tonight, y'all. I hide behind my camera. I never expose myself because I'm a complete weirdo.
We all are.
It's so weird. Oh my goodness. You guys are gonna stop following me. So EC Moxie. So I'm for sure that's what I'm bringing in the new year with. I'm thinking I do want to get a better system for my home life though.
Okay.
Because I do feel the need to simplify. I think I've got too much going on. I got too much going on. I need to simplify. I was sharing with Darian before we went on because she does all the things. True. Julie, my planner is boo thing.
I have 3 women. So funny.
Looks like we all refer to it.
Yes, Robbie. Like, she's chunky. Yes. So funny. Yes, my work planner's name, Angelica Schuyler. We are never.
Angelica.
We are never satisfied. That's actually really good. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah.
My friend Robin.
Okay, so Hannah said hers is still it probably feels bad.
Oh my gosh, this is so good.
See, now we're in good company.
Oh my goodness.
Company.
I don't feel so weird. This is pretty awesome.
These are your people.
Oh. I don't even know where we were at with all of this.
What were we talking about?
Oh my goodness. Where were we, Darian?
Oh, okay. So you were telling me about you're using your Moxie Life, you're using your Erin Condren, and you're trying to figure out something for your home.
Yeah, just need to simplify. Oh, Angelica Schuyler, that
took me out. Oh my gosh. Okay. So
I'm done. I can't
even concentrate. That was just too funny. Okay, I want to end here tonight because one thing I know is I also know that you are a big book lover. Okay. And so if there's any like book that you would say that has influenced your life, I would say maybe give 3 books that maybe have just like really impacted your life and the way that you go about like planning with intention. What would those 3 books be?
Oh, Darian. Girl, you got me with that question. Holy smokes. 3 books that have impacted planning with intention. Well, the first book I could say for sure is the Bible, for sure. Hands down, it's probably been the one that's impacted me the most.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 and number 3. Oh, oh my gosh, I don't even know what number 2 and number 3 would be. Because I love books so much. So I don't know if I could narrow it down to books, but I know authors. So one of my favorite authors is because it's influenced the way I just kind of my perspective on life. I love W.E.B. Du Bois.
Oh my gosh,
he's incredible. Life-changing. He's a sociologist, or was.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible sociologist. But he's transformed he's influenced me in a huge way. So
Mhm.
W.E. Du Bois, and I would say Maya Angelou.
Yeah, I love Maya Angelou. I did a whole spread for her in my planner, and I just took quotes from her.
You did?
Yeah, like
why have I not seen this?
I feel like this was when we did when it was like the Black Lives Matters challenge, when people were posting their Black and
I'm going back and finding this.
yeah, where everyone did their Black and white spreads. And for me, in that moment, because first off, I love those challenges. Like, I want more of those challenges. Like, I think that was so cool that everyone was able to kind of come together and like create what that meant for them that week. And for me, I was just like, who has literally like impacted like my life? I would say like as an artist, as an activist, as a Black woman, like, and all I could think of was Maya Angelou. Like that's all I could think about, and like her quotes and just like the things that she would say. And I remember like one thing that really stood out to me was just like, she was like there's one thing that she said about like the agony of an untold story. And for me, I was like, oh my gosh, yes. Like that, like just changed my perspective so much of just the importance of knowing that everyone has a story to be told. And like that story isn't told, that burden and that weight of not sharing your story. Like
that's right. The torment of it, the torment. Yep.
She just her work, her legacy is just,
it's huge.
I love her.
It's huge. She's my favorite. She, her autobiography is, well, she has actually several of them. But yeah, she's changed how I see the world, how I see myself as a woman, as a Black woman. And I think just my outlook on life. And so, yeah, I'm here for it. And there's so many others. There's so many others that have shaped me. I think for W.E.B. Du Bois, I think my perspective on excellence and the importance of just being my best, and that he's shaped that a lot in me also. So many others, but I'd say my number one source of just working as if I'm working for the Lord, that has shaped so much of just giving, and whatever I do, I just do my best. That's number one influence for me. So
now you just said something that I just have to ask you before we go off.
Sorry, my husband, honey, no, I'm still doing my thing. I'm so sorry.
I am so proud of her.
Love you, babe. I'm almost done. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. That was so sweet. I'm be proud of you. Yes.
Oh my goodness. Sorry about that.
No, don't be sorry. That is welcome. Absolutely. You talked about doing things in a spirit of excellence. And my question for you is, has there been a time where you can do things in a spirit of excellence, but not be so hard on yourself when you don't meet that standard of excellence?
Oh, girl. I am a recovering perfectionist. Because perfectionism is a silent killer. It's a constant battle. So, and you have to fight that. So you can still fight to be excellent you can't. And so, yeah, recovering perfectionism, you have to fight that because, and it is paralyzing, and so that takes a lot of like self-reflection, evaluating, and it holds you back so much from just being able to enjoy and experience life and just sometimes just taking the leap, like I can't tell you how many times it stopped me from just going for it because I'm like, it's not good enough. And it sometimes it's like, so what? It's not going to be, just do it. Just go, take the leap, and it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it's good enough. It's okay. It's good enough. Take the leap. I wish I took more leaps. If I could tell my 26-year-old self that.
Talk to me then.
Seriously, tell my 26-year-old self that take the leap. you know, for those of you that don't know, I'm 36. I told Darian that.
I was like, "You're what?" I was like, "I don't know why I get surprised every."
Yeah, I'm 36, and so yeah, I wish I could tell myself, to younger self, like, hey, take the leap, but yeah, I have to fight that battle for the sake of, just take the leap. You don't have to be perfect, but yeah. And then another just little bit of a little nugget also too is for every time sometimes I have to, whenever I say yes to something, that also means I'm saying no to something else too. So yeah, that's right. That's right. I think that's Claudia, a progress over perfection for sure. Celebrate the progress. You don't celebrate the perfection. So
yeah. Oh, that's so good.
yeah.
This has been so good. Oh, let me know your biggest takeaways. Go ahead. I love hearing everyone's biggest takeaway. That's probably one of my favorite parts of planning together. So y'all go ahead and let us know your takeaways. And I just want you, if there's any words of encouragement or wisdom you want to leave with people, I would love for you to share that with us.
Darian, you're so sweet. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I have any final words of wisdom, but you know what? This has been, I do want to say this. I really, really love and appreciate this community. You guys are amazing. And I think the thing I appreciate is I think celebrating the fact that we aren't perfect. I think it is easy to get sort of caught up in we do see these beautiful spreads, and it is easy to want to put our best foot forward and to compare and all of that stuff. But I have been encouraged by the fact that I think we do celebrate our imperfections, and we do keep it real on the stuff that we're struggling with and we're going through, and I think it's been really cool to see the support in this community, and even through just the last few months, just some of the hard stuff that we've gone through as a community. It's been cool to see us really support and encourage each other, and so just keep doing that. Let's keep just being better together and shining and supporting one another, and just coming together through this time. We're going to continue to get through it. As our world is going through it, our country is going through it, we're going to just come out of this stronger. And but I've been really blown away by just the support. And so thank you guys so much for it. And let's just keep growing together and reaching our goals and taking it one step at a time. And yeah, I'm so thankful for you guys. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. And we're so thankful for you. I just love hearing what people are saying. Hannah said the same thing you said. Perfectionism runs rampant with planner girls, and not enoughness is a community struggle. Such good advice. Taylor, this is encouraging. The 30s bring some encouragement, hindsight, and eye openers. My favorite decade yet.
Yeah, for sure. I love the 30s. Yeah, 30s are bomb. I mean, I've loved the 30s too. I've enjoyed it for sure.
Jeanette said to bless others, blessing dinners and cards are brilliant. That's definitely one of my biggest takeaway. What does planning with intention look like, and what is the heart behind it? Hannah said, start each week with intention and plan how we can bless others. My mom said the encouragement dinners and a card, so thoughtful and special. Aww. Lifting up one another. Yes, Julie, better together. Y'all, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Aww. Y'all, thank you. And thank you so much for joining me here tonight, LaShaina. It literally meant so much to have you here with me. And y'all, I will see you next Wednesday at 8:00 Eastern Standard Time. All right. Bye.
Bye, guys. Thanks, dear.